Welcome in this video on waveform chart, and as you can see that I have a waveform chart in LabVIEW, and also I have a block diagram for it. So the block diagram consists of a waveform chart, a time loop, and some random number generator which just pushes number into this waveform chart. The numbers being pushed are first multiplied by a constant and then a value is added to it. As you can see that this is a waveform chart which can display the output, and it is kind of blank here. Now if I go and run this program, I can see that I have an output on this waveform chart and keeps on running. So, and by the way, the waveform chart can be easily called from going to graphs and waveform chart. There are also other options like waveform graphs if I want to do so, but the thing is that waveform graphs accept an array input, whereas waveform chart can accept a continuous scalar input. Why is this useful? So if I have continuous data and I want to plot it and also keep a track of its history, I can just see the whatever trend is ongoing by plotting it on this waveform chart, and it comes with a number of customizable options. For example, if I go to this, I can change the color of the chart. So if I want to line to be red, I can make it red. If I want to change the thickness of the line, I can do so. And I can change the x and y scales. So what is the minimum and maximum scale I want? I can also use auto scale. And then I have the appearance. So what should be the height of the chart? So whatever parameters I prefer, I can keep them here. And then the display format, so the digits of precision. So here I have kept it to 0, so I'm not using any digits of precision. If I change this to say 1, I can see that I have 58.1. I'll keep it to 0. Then I can have different type of input data types. This is the basic function of waveform chart. Like it allows us to keep a track of what is the ongoing trend, and we can also export it. We can export the data to Excel or whatever we want, and uh, observe the trend. If we are not able to do it while it is running, we can just export and save the data to plot it later on. And we can also change the uh, length of history. So if I go to chart history length, I have presently kept it to 1024, but obviously if I increase the length to say 2000, then it will increase the memory, and it may lead to some little more time or lag. But if I keep the history to a suitable length, then also I'll be able to run it quite faster. So it depends on like how much length I want to keep. So I'm running in a time loop. You can also run it in a for loop or a while loop, or whatever you want. So this is the basic function of waveform chart and how it can be customized to change the colors, line width, and other type of parameters as we want to display them. And it also takes in the real-time input. Like if I want to give some other input, like through a numeric control or some other input, I can just keep on varying the input, and it will get reflected in the output. So that is all for this video, and thank you.